Hey guys, welcome back to Goofy Joey. Today we're looking into one of my favorite animes this year, Cyberpunk Edgerunners. Set in Night City, a self-sufficient metropolis in the free state of California with a lot of corruption, cybernetic addiction, and gang violence. The city is divided into 6 districts, each with its own rules about how to live. Araska and its rival Militech are 2 big companies running the city. The anime story takes place mainly in Santo Domingo, the oldest, poorest, and most industrial part of Night City. The story starts in 2076, where we meet David Martinez, a young man whose mother Gloria wants him to go to the prestigious Arasaka Academy, even though they're poor. David changes his software without paying for a needed update to keep going to class, but the changes cause the school system to crash, so Gloria agrees to pay for the damage. On the way home, David and his mother have a short fight before they're caught in a drive-by shooting that badly hurts Gloria. David gets into Gloria's savings account to pay for her medical bills and discovers that she stole a Sandevistan spine implant made for the military. After his classmate Katsuo beats him up, David is shocked to hear that Gloria's health has worsened, and she dies in the hospital. Now that David is broke and mad at Katsuo for insulting Gloria, he goes to see Doc, a local ripper dog from whom he often buys things on the black market, and asks him to put the Sandevistan into his own body. Doc agrees to install the Sandevistan, which gives David strength, speed, and reflexes that are beyond those of humans. David goes back to school with his new skills and beats up Katsuo. He does this right before the security cameras, so he's kicked out of the academy. Katsuo's father, Tanaka, is an executive at Arasaka. He notices that David can use Sandevistan with no obvious side effects, making him a good person to test their new product. As David wanders around the city without a plan, he meets a young net runner, Lucy, who agrees to work with him. After a night of stealing from people on the subway, David passes out from taking too much Sandevistan. Lucy takes David back to Doc, who gives him immunosuppressants and tells him not to take Sandevistan more than 2 or 3 times a day, even though David seems to have a very high tolerance for it. Lucy has David over to her apartment, where she tells him that her dream is to move to the moon from Earth. She displays a digital recreation of the moon's surface to David, but it turns out that this is merely a ruse to get him to cooperate with some Edgerunners. The gang commanded by a man named Maine confronts David. Maine tells David that Gloria sold him the Sandevistan a day before she died and that he knew her. David tells Maine he's Gloria's son and offers to work for him, showing that he's a good match for Sandevistan. Maine gives David a chance to prove himself because he wants to honor his friendship with Gloria. And then David goes home because he no longer trusts Lucy. David meets up with a group the next day, and Maine introduces him to Kiwi, Dorio, and Pillar. And then David takes part in a robbery to steal navigation information from Maxim, an Arasaka driver. Unexpected problems make the plan go wrong, so David and Lucy must steal Maxim's limo to get the data. Maxim sends a Tiger Claw biker to kill them, but Maine saves them. David is officially added to the gang because he did well on the job. David also meets Faraday, who is Maine's fixer. He gave them the job of stealing Maxim's navigation data to find out where Tanaka was. The academy that sends David a message telling him that he can come back, but David tells them no. David is a new gang member, so the other members teach him how to run errands for Pillar and his sister Rebecca, learn how to drive for Maine, and go jogging at night with Lucy. He also helps the crew with a number of jobs such as getting rid of a group of scavengers, saving Rebecca from the Maelstrom gang, and helping Lucy pickpocket. He finds out that Lucy is a good net runner, but he doesn't find much else about her. David tells Maine that he likes Lucy, but he's sure that she doesn't feel the same way. He doesn't know if he should trust her or not. David starts to feel at home with the group over time. On the way home from a bar, Pillar starts to bother a homeless man peeing in the street. It turns out that the homeless man has cyberpsychosis and kills Pillar with a hidden gun. When the cyber psycho goes after Lucy, David uses his Sandevistan to get close to it and shoot it. Maine finishes it off with her gun, while the rest of the group stays around to tidy up. David takes Lucy home. Lucy admits that she wants to go to the moon at home. David tells Lucy they will go to the moon together, and they kiss. The group tries to find out more about Tanaka, and Kiwi says that she discovered that he does illegal braid-dances made by JK in secret. David knows that the initials are the handle of Jimmy Kurosaki, a well-known snuff BD director who also makes custom BDs for clients like Tanaka. When the gang saw a chance to catch Tanaka off guard, they tried to kidnap JK. But JK outsmarted them, caught David, and ran away with Lucy and Dorio in hot pursuit. Before being caught and captured by Lucy and Dorio, JK puts David to painful BDs to cause cyberpsychosis. Since he has no choice, JK agrees to lure Tanaka in, but not before warning David that the Sandevistan will make him go cyber psycho. When Tanaka shows up to meet JK, he's captured, but not before JK is killed in the crossfire. Since a trauma team unit is coming, the group has to leave with Tanaka quickly, but David is still upset by what JK said. Main starts to show signs of cyberpsychosis when he has trouble controlling his implants, blacks out randomly, has hallucinations, and has big mood swings. He finally loses control and attacks Kiwi as she tries to hack into Tanaka's cyberware, seriously hurting her. Lucy agrees to go in place of Kiwi, but only if Main doesn't come with her and David goes with her. As Lucy enters Tanaka's mind, Tanaka wakes up and begs David to let him go. He tells David that he was the one who got him back into the academy, that he still has a future there, and that the Edgerunners will kill him after they get his information to tie up loose ends. This makes David hesitate long enough for Tanaka's neural implant to short out, which could also kill Lucy. Dario safely disconnects Lucy, but the gang's jammer is turned off. As a result, Tanaka's vital signs are sent to the trauma team, and the NCPD goes with them to help. First, Main sends David and Lucy to their escape vehicle. Then he and Dario take Tanaka to keep the police from focusing on them. During the battle, however, Main starts to lose control of his cyberpsychosis, which kills Dario when she tries to protect him. David tries to save Main from the heavily armed police, but Main blows himself up along with Dario's body, leaving David to run away with Main's cybernetic arms. A few months after Tanaka's failed kidnapping, David became the new leader of Main's group of Edgerunners. He did this by getting more implants, including Main's arm implants, and becoming a well-known Edgerunner. But he has yet to be able to get Lucy to come back to the crew. After assisting the fixer Wakako in saving a VIP from the Maelstrom gang, Faraday approaches David and offers him a job from Militech against Arasaka as a test to determine if he's capable of talking up Main's previous task to locate the data Tanaka is concealing. Faraday also wants David to try to get Lucy on board again. David talks to Lucy when he gets home because he wants to know more about her past. She says that Arasaka raised and trained her to be part of a special team of child net runners who went into the old net to find lost data. But the work was dangerous because it put them in contact with bad AI and malware, which killed a lot of the team. Lucy finally got away from Arasaka and wound up in Night City. She also says that she used to worry only about herself, but now she worries more about David's health than her own. Later, Lucy kills an Arasaka agent looking into why Tanaka's records about a test subject had been mysteriously erased. David takes over Faraday's job and kills the director of an Arasaka lab, but he's showing signs of cyberpsychosis. While that is going on, Arasaka counterintelligence is looking into the strange deaths of Arasaka employees. They plan to kill Faraday because they think Militech is involved, but he barely gets away. Militech won't protect Faraday because he hasn't been able to find any information about Arasaka's cyberskeleton project. So, Faraday gets in touch with Arasaka. Arasaka is willing to let Faraday off the hook for Tanaka's death as long as he finds the netrunner who hid Tanaka's data and kills the agents working for them. While this is going on, David keeps showing more signs of cyberpsychosis and is traumatized by killing an innocent staff member who reminded him of his mother. Doc tells David that he should cut back on his implants, but David hits Doc, which hurts their relationship. David tries to get Lucy to join the group again, but she says she has to take care of something first. David thinks about breaking up with her. Then Lucy sees that another Arasaka agent is looking for Tanaka's date and goes to kill him, but Faraday and Kiwi have set a trap for her. After questioning Lucy, Faraday and Kiwi learn that Lucy was responsible for Tanaka's demise by keeping Tanaka silent and had been intentionally concealing Tanaka's information about David as a potential test subject for the cyberskeleton. Knowing this, Faraday intends to secure Arasaka's employment with the corporation by presenting Lucy and David to him. Faraday gives David an assignment to attack an Arasaka convoy to accomplish this. The cyberskeleton is revealed to be the main cargo of the convoy after David enlists the aid of Kiwi, Rebecca, and Falco. After that, according to a tip from Faraday, a Militech force plans to make David implant the cyberskeleton before using it to obliterate the Militech force to demonstrate its power. As Faraday poses as Lucy to dupe him into installing the cyberskeleton, Kiwi makes her get away. Before being arrested again, Lucy makes a brief break for freedom and notifies David of Faraday's deceit. Despite the terrible toll it takes on his body, David uses the cyberskeleton to destroy the Militech army out of rage. After that, he promises Rebecca and Falco that they will free Lucy and exact revenge on Faraday. As David, Rebecca, and Falco move toward Arasaka Tower, he battles against forces from Militech, Arasaka, and Maxtech. While everything is going on, David's situation worsens since his immunosuppressants are running out. Kiwi decides to break off her relationship with Faraday after having second thoughts about working with him, so he has her assassinated to tie up loose ends with a cyber skeleton. Kiwi informs David and the others where Faraday and Lucy are before she passes away. When David attacks the tower, the Arasaka guards are killed, Lucy is saved, and Faraday is rendered helpless. When Arasaka realizes things have gotten out of hand, he sends in the renowned cyborg Atom Smasher to take out David. Atom Smasher throws Faraday to death during the melee and fatally crushes Rebecca. David tasks Falco with rescuing Lucy while David stays behind to fend against Atom Smasher. David is no match for the highly skilled Atom Smasher despite having a cyber skeleton. He passes away happy, knowing Lucy is safe and without any regrets. Later, Lucy realizes her ambition of visiting the moon, but she's disappointed that David is not there to celebrate with her. Well, that's it for today. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next.